Ladies and gentlemen, I am finally back. Because we are back with AIW, and I want you to say it with me. AIW is back for however long we say. It could be 3 months, it could be a couple months. You know, episodes are sporadic. You know, you've got to really take your time to do this. And right now we have the weekly match that we put on every week just so you can have a full match to watch every week. And really, it's been a couple of weeks. So, you know, it's all about the fun. Today, we have Hank Hill taking on the God of War for the Hardcore Championship. Is Hank Hill man enough to beat the God of Goddamn War? Because I tell you what, Hank Hill is the God of Pro-Pain. He is the man who is Pro-Pain. He is Pro-Pain. That means he's going to bring an ass whooping to the God of War. And the God of War is not prepared for the kind of ass whooping that the Pro-Pain man is going to whip upon him. Honestly, I'm not too sure how this is going to go. Hank Hill is really more of a family man, and Kratos is, well, the God of War. So, I think Hank Hill may or may not be dead in this scenario. And obviously we have our Hardcore Champion, who has been defending this Hardcore Championship of recently. He has had a lot of defenses. He's been on that hustler mindset, if you get what I mean. He's been grinding, he's been tearing through the division of the Hardcore status. He's put up a lot of defenses. He defended against the Red and Green, the moveset men. He's defended it against Adam and Eve, and now he defends it against Hank Hill. I believe he may have defended it against someone else. I'm not too sure though off the top of my head. It's really escaping my mind. No, sorry, that's when he won the championship, so I'm just looking back at our catalogue. So he won the championship at our last pay-per-view, and he is... Oh, sorry, Luigi. He fought Luigi in a casket match. For Luigi. But he did not survive that. He really did not survive that. Though, well, he did last a long time against Kratos. I will give him that. However, Kratos did prevail and put him in a casket, so we don't know where Luigi is right now. He could be still in that casket, buried 6 feet under. He could be anywhere all the time. Yeah, so obviously he's defending against Adam, Eve, and Juggernaut, the moveset men, and also Luigi. Now he defends it against Hank Hill in just a straight up Extreme Rules hardcore match. A hardcore match to determine the hardcore champion. Though Kratos could always retain, Hank Hill has got a big asking point. Going into this match, he is going in as a fresh competitor. He hasn't really competed a lot in AIW, but you know, he did make his way. I believe he did make his way into the no, he didn't make his way. He was in the qualifying match for the Money in the Bank, and he did not really make it to Money in the Bank. I think he got into the runner-up in the Bank match, but he did not make it any further. Correct. My memory is not serving me right. Yeah, I can't really remember at this point in time. Obviously, someone will remind me. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Big kick from Kratos. Could that be it? Could this just be it? Straight off the bat, is Kratos just going to put the father of the king of the hill, down on the ground? And Snake Eyes into the corner. Fireman's carrying into a Snake Eyes into the corner. Now Kratos really pushing his foot right into the neck of Hank Hill. Obviously Kratos, a skilled combatant. Hank Hill really is just only finding his stride in AIW. He doesn't really know where he's at. He hasn't really prepared himself, and Kratos going for a double axe handle. Hank Hill grabs him into a small package, going for the pinfall one. Kick out at one. Oh, that could have been nasty right there from Hank Hill if he had got that match. We got that pinfall right there. Now Hank Hill sending. Kratos sends Hank Hill into the ropes. Big knee to Hank Hill. Hank Hill now on the outside. Kratos on the outside. This is a dangerous area for both competitors. Obviously, anything goes in this matchup. It's a hardcore match for a reason. For the hardcore championship. And Kratos crushing, using his knee to crush Hank Hill's skull against the mat now. Twisting that skull to his very desire. What is Kratos looking for here? He can look for anything with Hank Hill. Hank Hill breaking out of it. Escaping that hold. Escaping the grasp of Kratos. Now, what's he looking for? He's got a choke hold on him. Rear naked choke. Oh, into an STO. That's a smart maneuver right there. Using the pavement on the outside to really take out Kratos. And bang! Right into the fucking side of the ring. Oh, Hank Hill back up to his feet though. Obviously that only kept him dazed for a split second. This may be a hardcore match, but Hank Hill intends to bring the real hardcore stuff. And smashing Kratos. Oh, Kratos actually escaped that. Hank Hill with a clothesline though, taking down Kratos. What is Hank Hill looking for here, ladies and gentlemen? Sends Kratos into the ring post. Smart maneuver from Hank Hill, trying to use the ring post to his advantage. Maybe looking for something else here. He grabs Kratos. As our commentary team, who commentates in other languages, are just on the side there. Obviously, Kratos with gut wrench suplex taking down Hank Hill there. Takes him out. Big punch there from Kratos. Hank Hill was going for something there. Dodge, stopped by Kratos. Kratos with a power slam. Taking down Hank Hill. Hank Hill now on the ground. He's really feeling the effects of this match. No weapons have been used yet. Obviously, Hank Hill pulled out the stop sign, but he missed. Now, the traffic cone smashed against Hank Hill's back. Obviously, Hank Hill does not know where he's at right now. Going for the pinfall, Kratos is. Going for the pinfall, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Impressive maneuver. Or was that 1? From Hank Hill. Hank Hill now sent it to the rope. Kratos with a big spine buster, nearly on top of the traffic cone. Kratos grabbing the traffic cone. Looks like he's going to launch it at the ref. Obviously now he's just smacking Hank Hill over and over again. Hank Hill unable to escape the fate that is coming after him. Kratos telling him to get up on his feet as Kratos launches himself off the top with a big clothesline, taking down Hank Hill. Now slides to the outside of the ring. Kratos. Now what's he doing? What's he looking for here, ladies and gentlemen? Hank Hill, dazed, confused. He doesn't even know where his glasses are at. They're on top of his head. I'll tell you that for sure, because they are. Kratos now gets Hank Hill up on top. Oh no. Oh no, what's he looking for here? He's going for a power slam off the top rope. Off the top rope. Going for the pinfall here. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2. Hank Hill just busting out what he could muster from that big power move. And Kratos was going for the sword of Sparta. Hank Hill blocked it with his knee. Catching Kratos off guard. Now pulls out a ladder. What's he looking for here? Obviously Hank Hill and Kratos, neither of them are really high flyers. I don't know why they need a ladder. They're both not going to the top rope, even though we did see Kratos go to the top rope. Hank Hill with a snake eyes to the ladder. Beautiful maneuver there. And now what is Hank Hill looking for here, ladies and gentlemen? He's got the traffic cone. Is he gonna? Maybe he's gonna use it against Kratos. It's Kratos in the head. Kratos now going. Oh no! Atomic drop on top of the traffic cone. That has to hurt a certain area of the body that most people wish was never touched in the first place. As Kratos now getting his head cranked by Hank Hill, just like Kratos did to Hank Hill earlier in this match. Hank now just clobbering his head with his forearm there. Now, Hank Hill could be looking to seal the deal. Nope, sends him into the ladder. Going for another snake eyes, possibly. And another snake eyes onto the ladder for Kratos. Now just stomping away on Kratos, the god of war, dazed out of his mind. Hank Hill, could this be it for Hank Hill? Takes him down. The punches, the Luther's press, taking Kratos down. Hank Hill, a strong individual, taking all the fight he needs to Kratos. This hardcore match is pretty hardcore, I'm going to be honest. Oh, Kratos is going for another sword of Sparta, but it looks like Hank Hill dodged it by rolling out of the way. Very impressive maneuver there. He's now, what has he got here? Jesus. Okay. Nope. Kratos caught Hank Hill off guard. Smacks Hank Hill against the ladder. Oh no, snake eyes to Hank Hill onto the ladder. This is probably it for him. And now he's grabbing another weapon. What's he got here? What's that? What's he got? Is that a football? Is that an American football? Oh no, it's Urn! Oh my god, someone put their grandfather's ashes underneath the ring and Kratos has just smacked it across Hank Hill's head. I don't know, it's probably in Hank Hill's eyes, I wouldn't be surprised. There's no way he can see right now. He's out of it. He's actually out of it. Like, he's probably blind. And now, half Nelson suplex? I believe that's what that was. Oh, just sending him back into the ring announcers. Not the ring announcers, the commentary table. And going for a second snake eyes on Hank Hill. Jesus. This is just absolute domination here. Kratos has clearly had enough. And is now just taking down his food. He's had enough. Here we go. That's it. That's all she wrote, people. Sword of Sparta taking down Hank Hill. This is it. One. Kick out at one from Hank Hill. A kick out at one, and Kratos not taking any of that. Just beating Hank Hill senseless. And he's just going for a second Sword of Sparta. And a second Sword of Sparta. Just to put the exclamation on the mark, ladies and gentlemen. That is all she. Kick out at two. Out of two. What's Kratos going to do here? Is he going to do a third? Oh, I guess you could count that as a Sword of Sparta to the outside. It's more of a shoulder block to the outside. There's Kratos now just dropping the steel chairs on Hank Hill. Hank Hill sends Kratos into the ring. What's Hank Hill going to do here? Going to the top rope. Could this be Hank Hill's moment? No, he elbow dropped to the ground and no one was home. What was he doing? Now, Kratos picking him up with a spine buster, a military press into a spine buster. That's it. That's got to be it. 2, 3, and Kratos wins, ladies and gentlemen. A very dominant end there. As Hank Hill kicked out of 2 Swords of Sparta, which, to be fair, is more impressive than most people. Maybe Hank Hill will once again challenge for the Hardcore Championship against Kratos. Maybe it will be less of a one-sided battle, but, you know, ladies and gentlemen, you can't ever know these things. As we see the spine buster from earlier taking down Hank Hill. And this big maneuver up on top of the top rope, this really took Hank Hill out of it, in my opinion. I think this is where the real shifting gears was. This is just absolute domination. A power slam from the top rope. Well, from the middle rope for Kratos, but Hank Hill was on the top. And the Snake Eyes here, we did think he was going to, you know, get something back. He got on top of him. He got the Luther's press. He was attacking Kratos as much as he could. But to be fair, ladies and gentlemen, that was just angering him. Kratos hit 2 Swords of Sparta. And if you want to count the one to the outside, which is more of a shoulder tackle, be my guest, he hit 3. He hit 3 Swords of Sparta. And then the military press into the spine buster military press. That killed Hank Hill. That killed the King of the Hill. That killed the King of the Hill. And Kratos, your hardcore champion. Still, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. AIW is always going to keep on coming back. We may leave for a bit, but we will keep striking back. We will see you next time on AIW.